just a few days ago. He posted something on his story that he quickly deleted. But if you take a look at these photos, you see swelling, edema in both ankles, both feet, on both legs. And when you see signs like this, today I'm going to tell you the story about Jon Skywalker. No, I'm not talking about Luke Skywalker. Jon Skywalker, a guy, when I first saw him come on the scene years ago, I thought it was Bruce Lee from the Chinese Connection with sunglasses on. But he was a fitness influencer who came on the scene very quickly, rose to fame, built a massive following, and he was known for preaching the party lifestyle, party drugs, cigarettes, steroids at a very, very young age, his favorite being Tren. He even made t-shirts showing people how much he loved Tren. Now, does this sound familiar? Doesn't this sound like the same path that all these new asshole influencers use to rise to fame so quickly? Well, he's been missing from social media for over a year. Nobody knows really what happened to this guy. He used to post all the time. He hasn't been posting. Nobody really knows what happened.
Trendsetter go-getter. 6'4", 214 pounds of aesthetic muscle. Ain't no role model, sponsored by Young LA. So I start doing some research. Lo and behold, Derek's done a number of videos talking about the cycles he's been on and so on. He seems to be glorifying drug use. Trendsetter, he sells clothing, Trendsetter on it. He's sponsored by Young LA, and I feel that he's popularizing or glorifying drug use. He seems to be smoking a lot of weed, going to raves, concerts, and so on, using rec drugs, and talking openly, not discouraging its use. And looking ultra aesthetic, he makes a post on Instagram. It says, "Natural bodybuilding is a waste of time." Changed my mind.
Recently, just a few days ago, he posted something on his story that he quickly deleted. And I'm not a doctor, but if you take a look at these photos, you see swelling, edema in both ankles, both feet, on both legs. And when you see signs like this, you can only think of kidney failure, heart failure as showing the same symptoms of the swelling in both ankles and feet. And I'm not the type of person, you guys know, I'm not the type of guy who likes to make assumptions or say, you know, what I think is wrong with somebody. I mean, but looking at these photos, you can only think that something serious is going on with him. So I took a step further and I reached out to Jon. And of course, he didn't get back to me, and this is days ago. But then I took it even further and I reached out to his friends and family, and somebody did get back to me. And they told me that he's dealing with serious health issues. They wouldn't tell me the specifics of what he's going through, but from the video, from the pictures that we see on his Instagram, we can only assume it's something that doesn't look really good. And, you know, I want to wish him, you know, recovery. And I'm hoping that it's not a costly life lesson for him that can cost him his life. And for all of us who are watching, for the people, the kids who see people rise to fame so quickly, it's a lesson for them to learn from.
I can only imagine if I'm a young follower looking up to Jon Skywalker, I would feel that drug use seems to be okay. After all, look how cool he looks. Look at this guy's physique. After all, natural bodybuilding, being natural, that is a complete waste of time. He says so himself. And so what do you think of when you see the picture of an apple juice box and a syringe and needle next to it? Does it seem like something healthy that we should promote? After all, it's apple juice, right? Sush, most likely a teenager at this point. And so what does this do? What does this encourage to the people following Skywalker?
I mean, in the old days, when this all started, okay, the first person to show this abuse, Bostin Loyd, he's dead, 29 years old. Just the other day, Big Lenny, party lifestyle, steroid abuse, and we lost him, 54 years old. And nowadays, look who's the popular kid on the block that everyone wants to watch, everyone thinks is the coolest thing on earth, right? Togi, that asshole, he's doing these same exact things as the others before him. Because why? Like I was saying earlier, this recipe works. These people, these kids that are coming up, they know this works, so they follow in these people's footsteps, but they don't look at the lessons, the life lessons when you go down paths like this. You guys know the expression. The faster you rise, the harder you fall. And what else can you say from seeing situations like this? Because that's the truth. We live in a day where it's fame at all costs. But I always say this, what's the point of any fame if you don't live long enough to enjoy any of it?
I like to go work around 2 or 3 in the morning, sometimes actually, just to find my peace in there, because during the daytime it's hard to go to the gym at a time where there's not people that are really distracting to your workout. Yeah, I'll definitely say I train to be the very best that no one ever was.